Hey there, I'm Randall Lang. I grew up here in downtown Milford. My parents bought a house here on Hickory Street that we'll go and see back in 1966. So I was 1 year old when I moved to Milford. They moved from Trenton, and so we'll go up on Hickory Street, check out my old house. We'll go down to where Baker Elementary, the elementary school I went to, used to be. It's gone now. So if you haven't been to Milford for a while and you went to Baker, you'll be surprised at what it looks like now. I'm actually here in a parking lot of, this used to be the old Kroger's, but now Tim's Red Doggy, that used to be on Main Street. So if you went to Milford way back when, you know the Red Dog used to be on Main Street. And Allen's Alley Arcade used to be right there around that side of the building. Spent a lot of hours there as a teenager back in Milford High School. And then the new Kroger's is right there. You know, it's been there for 30, 35 years. I remember when they built it, that used to be just a huge hill there. We used to call it heaven because you could go up to the top of it and kind of oversee all of Milford, which was pretty cool. But then they took down the hill, put in the Kroger's and the Ace Hardware, or ACO I think it used to be called. I was actually the very first paying customer at that hardware store when it first opened, so that was kind of fun. So stick with me here. We're going to do a little tour of Milford, talk about some old memories here. We're going to go check out the waterfall, the arch, the dam. There's just a lot of stuff. When you grew up in Milford, you probably will remember. So let's go for a little tour here. So there's the old Red Dog that used to hang out on Main Street for the longest time. They got them kind of boxed up now. So this is still a great place to come get a nice burger and a beer. It's been around for a long time. Then of course, you know, the old Kroger's and the Allen's Alley that was around the corner. And then Spiral Industries used to be across the parking lot over there. I don't think anything's moved in there yet, but maybe we'll get a closer look at that. And then of course the mill pond. So let's go check that out. All right, I'm here at the mill pond. Of course, you know, there's the old Kroger across the street, and then the new Kroger. And this area here, this is where we used to come catch some dogfish. There used to be some big dogfish coming out of the river here from Pettibone Creek right on down here. And it looks a little more shallow than it used to be. And the old Kelsey Hayes building used to be right there. Nothing's there. It's still vacant for many years now already. And then the railroad tracks, and then the other side of the mill pond. So we'll go check that out too. But yeah, we used to do a lot of fishing right here. If you've done any fishing in here, leave a comment below. I caught a 24-inch dogfish out of this mill pond one time. It was pretty cool. Alright, sorry about the wind noise. It is a little bit windy out here, but you know, I'll do the best I can to avoid the wind. But here's the Spiral Industries across the street, and it looks pretty vacant. I mean, there's might be someone in there, but it still looks pretty vacant. And they're building a house, you know, right next to it. And then this used to be where the Milford hotel or motel used to be, Huron Valley Motel. I don't remember the exact name of it, but leave a comment below for the exact name of the hotel that used to be right here. And now it's a Rite Aid. And then of course the mill pond right across from that. And we're gonna go down, check out the waterfall over there. We used to play in that waterfall, and I don't think you're able to do that anymore, but let's go check it out. All right, we're here at the mill pond. As you can see, they have a little fountain out there. There's a gazebo across the way. And then they actually have it all locked up now. So we used to play in there. We used to get right down in those steps and go down them and hide underneath the water where it overgoes. And then we used to play in that little river that leads all the way down. We used to put rocks in there, dam it up, and catch fish down there. So this was a fun time in the summer. We used to come right down here. We had a good time. If anyone else used to play in this waterfall, put it in the comments below. Yep, this was fun time. I'll get some shots from down below. They got some stainless steel. They got fences here now. Definitely doesn't look like it used to. And they got this used to be old dirt hill. Old mill used to be right here, and this used to just all be like a dirt cliff with the old gas station on the corner over there. Let me zoom up on that. Used to be a gas station on the corner. My older brother worked there for a while. Boron station or something like that. But yeah, now this is all landscape. Beautiful though. They did a good job. It's too bad that you can't play in the waterfall anymore. So yep, here's the waterfall. We had a blast back in the day playing in there. I bet the kids nowadays would love it too. But not anymore. They got it all gated off. But they got a nice little bridge here. Check that out. But we used to play in this river all the time, especially in the summer when it was hot. We used to build little boats, float them down, see how far they'd go. Down into the other mill pond where we used to ice skate all the time, which we'll head over there too. Oh, we got a whole group of dogs coming through here. But yeah, this is where this never was there. There was just the old mill right there. I went to a haunted house once. The JCs had a haunted house there, and we used to just ride our bikes all through here. It was all dirt, and Milford's changed a lot. If you haven't been to Milford in a long time, it's definitely changed a lot. It's not like the old Milford, but it's still a cool town. We got a whole dog walking parade here going on. Pretty cool. But definitely leave some comments if you remember this old waterfall, or if you've played down in this old waterfall before. Check out all the doggies. So they were saying every Sunday they have this big dog walking thing, all breeds of dogs. It looks mostly the big dogs, but quite a group of people walking their dogs here. So let's continue with our little mini tour of Milford. Oh yeah, there's the train. I remember hearing this train all the time because I lived just 2 blocks from here. We actually used to go and put pennies on the track, and then the train would come and squish the pennies. Probably not a smart idea, but we did it anyway. So here, this building, well, it's been around a little while already, but if you haven't been to Milford in a while, you know, it's a pretty new building. Used to be just like a little real estate building right there. And then that's Detroit Street that heads up there, up to Union Street and Hickory Street and East Street. And I used to live right up there, so we'll take a little tour up there. We used to ride our bikes over there in that parking lot, and there's a hill right there. We used to jump our bikes on that hill. But this is a looking south down Main Street with this fairly new building here also. All right, I'm here on Hickory Street. This is the street I grew up on, and that's my old house right there. It's been renovated quite a bit. They did a great job on it. It looks awesome. It looks like they added on to the back there and took off part of the front porch, and I'd love to see the inside of that place. But yeah, that's the house I grew up at, 541 Hickory Street. And then our neighbor lady, Charlotte, used to live here. I don't remember her last name. And then the Stackhouse family lived in that blue house there behind our house. And then the Huffs, they lived right there. And we got out of focus here. And then we had the Greer family that lived in that house, and I forget the family that lived up in that house now. Beatles lived in that house up there. Then this used to be the old high school right here. They tore it down years ago, and now it's a subdivision, which is amazing. But we used to play like in the parking lot behind the old high school that was here, and you can still see, sorry about the wind, you can still see some old remnants of the school from this old staircase right here. Man, that was terrible. Right there, that's one of the original staircases going up to the old high school, which was right here. And then Baker Elementary School was right down there across the street from Muir Junior High that I used to go to. And this was my old paper route area too. I used to deliver the Oakland Press all down this street. And this was the Luke family that lived right here. And so yeah, this is the old neighborhood. I know it well. Every nook and cranny. We used to play hide and seek all throughout my block and this block, and so that was a lot of fun. So if you happen to live around this area too, leave a comment below. If you knew any of the other people, Jack McClellan, he used to live on Union Street. The Godwins and the Suttons lived up on Union Street, just up around the corner that way. Maybe I'll take a head over there and get some video too. So yeah, this is the old neighborhood. So let's head up to where Baker Elementary School used to be. Okay, right here, that used to be Baker Elementary School, where I went through kindergarten all the way through 6th grade, and now it's a subdivision. Beautiful houses. Subdivision, that street right there never used to be there. That used to be a playground, and then it went down. We used to walk back down home that way, and then there used to be a nice sledding hill, yeah, right kind of where those apartments are. We used to sled down that hill there, and then that apartment complex has always been there. And then of course this is Muir Junior High. This is where I went to 7th and 8th grade. Doesn't look like it's changed too much. I'm sure it has a little bit. And then the football field, and I'll see if I can get there, but that way on the other side of that football field you could go down, and there's a spring, and we used to go drink water out of that spring, so maybe we'll go see if that's still there. And then my wife actually grew up in that subdivision right over there, and I'm sure a lot of other people did too. Alright, I'm at an apartment complex. I'm at an apartment complex on the other side of Muir Junior High, which is right up that hill there. I used to deliver newspapers, Oakland Press, right to these apartments here. But right up over here, there used to be a natural spring that people used to come and get drinks of water out. It doesn't look like it used to back here. Looks way more overgrown. I don't even know if I can get to it anymore. Used to be a spring around here somewhere. I don't know. Used to be a little path. Let's see if I can find it. It's definitely not what it used to be back here. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anymore. It's just too overgrown back here. Oh well. It has been 40 years though, hasn't it? But that's Moore's Lake right there. And we can go and check out Moore's Dam, which I gotta follow this road down there. I don't know if I can still get back there or not, but let's go check out Moore's Dam. So I'm heading out of that apartment complex, and this road that goes down to Main Street. We're still in the apartment complex here, and then the road goes up here. So let's see how far down I can get to Moore's Dam. It says residents only. Sorry, I'm trespassing a little here, but let's go see if I can get to Moore's Dam. My friend Greg Gennard actually used to live up here also. I think that might be his house right there. It's been a while since I've been back here, but I think that was his house. Or might have been that one. I'm not sure, it's been too long. But let's go back, see if we can find the dam. I know we used to, here, let me get the video, but we used to fish down in that little stream down there too. There was actually some good bass down there. Okay, I came down this road. I met a nice guy named Bill. He said I could park right here, and I am kind of trespassing, I guess, going down there. This gentleman that lives here owns like all this property here, but Bill said it'd probably be all right if I went down there and did some videos. So let's go check out Moore's Dam and see what it looks like now. This is the pathway. There's a gentleman up there walking his dog. And there's Moore's Lake. So let's go check it out. See, they got a little gate here, but you know, I can walk around that. Beautiful back here though. And there's no houses built across the other side of that lake. I don't know if that's all state land or what that is, but it's a beautiful lake. So we're gonna go down this path, check out where Moore's Dam. We used to come swimming down here. We used to fish down here, and you know, a lot of people used to come down here and party and, and drink beer and probably smoke some weed. Let's see, I got two paths here. I got one there. I think this is the one I want. Yep, I see the dam right on down there. So let's go down this path. Sorry about the wind still blowing on the mic. Not much I can do about that. Little jiggly. Oh yeah. Now let's bring back some old memories here. Good old Moore's Dam. See? I don't remember all those houses up there, but that used to just be a field. There's all houses up there now. Right across from the dam. Alright, that's kind of funny. Just ran into Phil Cape from Cape's Ice Cream, which we will go check out. And I'm actually good friends with Joe and Denise Cape. So he grew up in Milford. We were just discussing some of the good times hanging out here at Moore's Dam. Yep, still a good place to fish, it looks like. I see some good fish down there. So let's go back into town, check out some more stuff in Milford. Okay, we're here on Union Street. That goes right on down there. We're gonna go see Cape's Ice Cream. And then up here, this Union Street goes up towards where Baker Elementary used to be. So this used to be the Godwins. I believe that was the Godwins' house. And Averill's house, I believe. I don't know if I can remember all these names, but you know, I used to hang out, my brothers and sisters used to hang out with all these different people that lived right here in our immediate neighborhood. It seems like that's kind of lost these days. My kids don't know anyone in our neighborhood. And I believe that was the Sutton's house. Gretchen Sutton, and I don't remember the name of all the Suttons there, but that's Sutton's old house. And then we'll take a tour right down there and check out Capes Ice Cream and the downtown. Alright, do a little rolling tour here, as of course that's my old house up there on Hickory. That's Stackhouse's old house there. McClellan's house is right there. Go down here and check out the old Capes Ice Cream. Well, before we do that, we'll check out the stone church. So this is just 2 houses down from where I used to live. That's Hickory Street going up there. And we used to play around this old church too. We used to climb around the rocks, around the wall, see how far we could get. But I believe there's businesses in there now. They converted it. It's no longer a church, it's just businesses. And then that actually used to be a parking lot where that house is now. It's a beautiful home, or apartments or homes, I don't know. But that used to be a parking lot. We used to ride our bikes in and go-karts and stuff like that. My sister actually got hit by a car right here when she was like 10 years old on Hickory and Commerce Street. Let's go check out Capes. Again, sorry for the wind noise, but here I'm on the corner of Commerce and Main Street. Where those cars are parked, that used to be the gas station, and the waterfall was on the other side of that. And then that's that new building, and then the Panhandle building, and Capes Ice Cream down there. And that, actually where that restaurant is attached to Capes, that used to be a gas station right there. And they used to pump your gas for you and do all that there. I think it was a Standard station maybe. We used to go there and buy candy and stuff too. Because I mean, I just lived 2 blocks up there on Hickory. And it's taking our little trip down memory lane here in Milford. And just to show you how much times are changing here. We are in the middle of what they call a pandemic. COVID started last year, but so some people are wearing their mask, but here we go. Look at this. Electric car charging stations. So you can park your electric car here and charge them up. So here we are in the 21st century with the electric cars being almost the norm now. There's a lot of them. Not everyone has them, but then this is the back of the old DNC building that we used to always go in the back. My dentist used to be up there, actually. That's a big new building right here. It's nice. That used to be Clancy's and the Flame and a few other stuff. Alright, I'm at the infamous railroad arch in downtown Milford. If you never jumped off of this arch when you lived in Milford back in the 70s and 80s, you don't know what you were missing. I think everyone had to at least do it one time, but this is the arch. People, and I think someone actually did get hurt, so they discouraged people from jumping off this. It's probably 6-7 feet deep, but we used to go up these stairs and jump off that, and so we'll get a better view. But put a link in a comment in the down below if you ever jumped off this arch or if you have any stories about it. So yeah, we used to come down here. This is the Huron River, of course. Whew, yeah. Ooh, this brings back some memories. Yep, we used to jump down there. I don't know if I would do it today. I can't believe I did it back then, but that's of course Central Park across the street there. But we used to actually get up way up on top of these beams and jump off the beams all the way down. Running out of battery, I gotta change them out. And this is the view from the top of the beams, so it's quite a ways down. And then of course the railroad tracks right up here. And it looks like they built some condos or something down there. Might have to go check those out. Alright, so there's the arch, and there used to be some kind of manufacturing company here. I'm not sure what it was, but if you know, put it down in the comments. But now it's a brewery, so I think a brewery is a much better place. And then right up here was Colonial Motors, so it's up here for years and years and years. Used car lot, and my parents bought a lot of cars from up here. It does look like it's another car, something else to do with cars, so we'll check that out. So we're on the south side of town now, and yeah, there's some beautiful classic cars in here now. I definitely would like to go inside and check some of those out. But this is where the Colonial Motors used to be. I think it was Colonial Motors. If it wasn't, just put it in the comments what the name of it was. But wow, there's some really nice cars in there. Nope, they're closed. So It does look like it's a used car lot again. So that's kind of cool. It's been a little while since I've been to this part of town. And then that's used to be a car wash right there where they used to wash cars. And then that building's new there. We'll go check that out. And then that used to be a party store where the bar is. We used to go in there and get our beer. So we're on Main and Huron. And so that at one time was a gas station, but many years ago, and then the fire station is right down there. And then this old building, not old building, it's a brand new building, probably condos. It's a beautiful building, right by the railroad tracks though. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, that's the old car wash there. And Village Party Time, still there. I don't know if it's the same owners or not, but Village Party Time is still there. So we still have a few more things to check out in here out of Milford in our little back in time tour. So let's go check some things out. The dam at Camp Dearborn, Milford Cinema. We'll see if that's still there. I think it is. So let me work my way back to the car and move along. All right, now I'm here. This is the Christ Lutheran Church. This is the church I went to Sunday school. My parents went here and catechism and all that. And there used to be a house right there that was like the rectory for the church, but that's gone. And they built a CVS up there. And I actually kissed my first girl right there behind the house that used to be there. Debbie McNutt, if you're watching this, thank you. But you know, I don't think she went to Milford, but yeah, my first kiss behind the church rectory house. So anyway, and then that was part of the church too. I went to Sunday school like when I was like 5, 6 years old there, and then went to the big church. But across the way there, and it's all quite built up now. There's Taco Bell and just a shopping complex, and that's where the Milford bowling alley used to be up there, but it's not a bowling alley anymore. It's shops and restaurants and stuff. So we'll get a closer look at that. And I used to ride my motorcycle up there in those hills, but now it's a subdivision, so we'll check that out too. So yeah, memory lane here. If you happen to go to this church, put a comment down below if you went to the Christ Lutheran Church here. And Johnson Elementary School, if you went to Johnson, that's it down there. If I get a chance, I'll get back there. But I got a lot of places I'm trying to get to in one day. All right, that was the old Milford bowling alley, but now it's, you know, vapes and hair and nails and a restaurant they're renovating there now. And then there's used to be a grocery store over there, just a Dollar Tree now, and then we got the Hungry Howie's. But this used to be like just a big dirt hill going up with a bunch of trails. We used to ride our motorcycles back there. We just had a blast. My dad used to take us there and just let us go wild on our mini bikes and stuff. But now it's all houses. If you haven't been to Milford in a while, that's all houses up there now. Then of course the McDonald's right across the way there, that's been there a very long time. I do remember when they built it, but it's been there a very, very long time. Used to hang out there sometimes. And then the Big Boy used to be right there. Big Boy is not there. They tore it down, I think, last year. Now it's a Starbucks. And then there used to be a dealership right there. Now it's a Walgreens. Used to be an Oldsmobile dealership. Just if you remember the name of the Oldsmobile dealership, put it down in the comments. All right, appreciate it. So let's move on. See if we can go down to the Camp Dearborn Dam. I think they actually have a path that goes down there now, a walking path. So we'll go check that out. Actually, the Oldsmobile dealership used to be there where the Pet Supply Plus is, and then I think that was the Ford dealership up where the Walgreens was. So I think that's right. So we're just gonna head down over here. They have a little parking area for the bike path, and so we're gonna go check that out. Yep, there's all kinds of people here. There's the Mickey D's. All right, so I'm right across from the McDonald's. The McDonald's is there, and they actually have a dog park here now, right across from the McDonald's. People walking their dogs, a big parking lot area, and a nice bike trail that goes down that way. But we're gonna go down here and check out the dam. So I'll leave the camera on a little bit. And so if you're ever in Milford and you haven't checked this out, it looks pretty cool. As you can see, the people walking their dogs and stuff there. And then Milford Beach, and I'll probably get a better shot of it, but Milford Beach is right across there. We used to call it Milford Beach, but we used to hang out there and party and drink beer and all that kind of stuff. But they got a nice trail. We actually used to sneak down this. It wasn't like this. It was just a little old trail, a little one-track trail to the dam, and we used to sneak into Camp Dearborn to go to the dances on Friday and Saturday nights and hang out there, and that was always fun. If you ever snuck into Camp Dearborn this way, put it in the comments below. I'm sure we're not the only people that did that. So let's go check out the dam up here. All right, now we're coming up to the dam, and this looks way different. They actually got a bridge here that you can ride your bikes over and stuff now. And it's all fenced and, you know, modern looking. And right across the way, I go over there where there's no fence, but that's Milford Beach over there. So let's go over here. And then the Huron River, you know, would come past Central Park and come down here. They got this all fenced in because they don't want people. But we used to come, get in the water, come down here, and slide down the dam. You can't even see it good from here, but I'll go down there where you get a better view. But yeah, we used to come down here and sneak into Camp Dearborn right on down through that trail. All right, I don't have a great zoom lens on this right now, but right over there, across this wide part of the river, was Milford Beach, and it actually looks like still a beach. I see some picnic tables and stuff over there, so it looks like there's probably a way to get over there. I won't go over there today, but yeah, that's where we used to hang out and drink some beer and party and stuff. And then sometimes we'd come over here and get in the water. They got it all. There's no way. They don't want people doing it now. It is dangerous. You know, I understand why they don't want people doing it. But we lived dangerously when we were kids. This is the little portage where you can put your canoes in, take them out of the river, and come down here and continue on the Huron River. Anyone that grew up in Milford knows about the Huron River. So we'll get down here and get a better view of the dam. But yeah, we used to sit right on the top of that and then slide down it. I don't know, it's probably, I don't know, 15, 20 feet, I don't know. It looked a lot taller when we were kids, but still, I guess once you're sitting up there, it looks, you know, it's a lot higher than you think. And then that's the path that we used to take down into Camp Dearborn. Here we go. Then the Huron River heads on down that way into Kensington Park, of course. And then there's the Camp Dearborn Dam. I don't know if it's called the Camp Dearborn Dam anymore, but that's what we always called it. But they really made a nice path out of it. A nice bike trail goes around the river. So if you ever went down this dam, put it down in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. But they really got all the stuff we used to do as kids, you can't do anymore. Jumping off the arch, playing in the waterfall, sliding down the dam. It's amazing some of us are still alive. Alright, so we got a few more things in Milford to check out. The Milford Cinema and a few other things. And I know I'm missing stuff because, you know, a lot of people hung out in different areas of Milford also. But I'm getting some of the things that we used to do when I was a kid. And this, you know, Milford water treatment plant there, it's been there forever. I think they've upgraded it because of the population of Milford growing so much. And of course, the Huron River. Alright, I made it back to Johnson Elementary School because I know a lot of people went to Johnson Elementary, and Johnson Elementary is still here. Unlike Baker Elementary that they tore down and built houses, looks like they're doing a little bit of construction here. I don't know if they're adding on to the school or what, but they do have some construction going on here at Johnson Elementary. And as you know, the Christ Lutheran Church and Old Bowling Alley and McDonald's was right up there. Then we're gonna go down this street here and head up on the South Hill because I know a lot of people from Milford lived up that way. So we'll just go take a quick look at that and then probably head over maybe to the other mill pond in Milford and Milford Cinema. So let's go check it out. All right, that's that big building that I videoed earlier. It's quite a bit larger than I thought from this side. It's huge. We'll head up South Hill. Probably get too much wind that way. And you know, I think the old jelly factory is around there. There's no jelly factory there anymore, but maybe we can go check that out also. And the old cemetery too. So I had some friends that lived in this apartment complex here. Well, if you lived up in this area, put a comment in the below. We're in that subdivision there, and there's of course the big water tower. Well, let's we got a couple more things to check out this side of town, so let's go. So I think where this building is, this used to be the old jelly factory too. So it's quite a large apartment complex or condos. But I think that used to be the jelly factory. But we're gonna go around here, and then there's a cemetery up here that we used to go to sometimes. I got a mind blank on the cemetery, but I'll know it when I get up here. the Huron River. And I got a funny story to tell about this cemetery. We used to come here at night, you know, just to get ourselves scared or have some fun. Let's go up here. The entryways to the cemetery. Oh, they can't get in that way. They got it locked up. Wonder if there's another way to get in that cemetery. That gate's open there. Well, let's circle around here. I don't know if there's anywhere for me to park. Oh, that's kind of weird. There's a tombstone with my last name on it, but not related to me. So, sorry, I didn't get the name of the cemetery. Hold on. Oak Grove Cemetery. I gotta get out here for a minute. Yeah, so this is Oak Grove Cemetery. Huron River's down there, and there's like a little house right there. That's where like a caretaker slash security guy used to live. I believe his name was Rick. And before we knew Rick, he used to chase us out of here when we came out of here at night. He used to scare us and stuff. But eventually we got to know him, and he was a pretty cool guy. So if anyone knows who that was, Rick, maybe you can mention him down in the comments also. But yeah, we used to just walk through here and hang out just to scare ourselves. So if anyone else used to come down here, put that in the comments also. All right, so let's continue on our whirlwind tour of Milford, our back in time tour. Okay, I'm down at Central Park now, and anyone that's lived in Milford has probably been down to Central Park. As you can see, you know, there's the kids' play place there that's really been upgraded since I was a kid. Then they got some really nice bathrooms here now, and they've just done a ton of renovation work. This is that building there used to be a canoe. Well, it was like a power plant for a while, and then that mill pond over there, we'll get a closer look at it. I used to go ice skating and play hockey and stuff on this mill pond. And then, you know, that road goes up. The dead ends there. It has forever, as far as I know. And then that's the downtown there. But this, I've never seen this before. This is new to me. La Fontaine Family Amphitheater. So yeah, they got some seating here for people, and looks like they have concerts in the summertime right here. This is pretty cool. La Fontaine Automotive Group. La Fontaine Family. And I believe they own that custom dealership up there too in town. But yeah, check the amphitheater out. That's where people could go to watch their concerts and stuff. And then this used to be a canoe livery for a while. I'm not sure what it is now. And then you can put your canoes in and go on down to the Huron River and go up and down. And then that is still a softball field. We used to play softball there. We used to get a big group of guys every Sunday and play softball up there. It got to be a pretty big thing. So have you ever played softball with us there on Sundays in the late 80s, I believe it was? I probably saw you there. So this is pretty cool. They've done a really nice job, you know, with Central Park here. So this is the mill pond where we used to go ice skating here. And sorry for the wind noise, it's still a little breezy today, and that's the softball field that I talked about. And then that old canoe building or power plant at one time. Actually, they have a sign here. Phelps Sawmill and Distillery is what it was, I guess, originally, which I actually never knew. So I guess that's what that was originally. So let's continue on our tour of Milford. As I said before, I grew up in Milford from like 1966 until 86, 87, I think we moved out of Milford. So Milford has changed a lot, but I think for the better. They've done a really nice job with Milford and the way they grew this town. So we got a few more things to check out, so let's go. Okay, I'm here at Milford Cinema. You'll be happy to know it's still here. It looks like they're doing some renovations inside though, which I can imagine. As long as Milford Cinema's been there, it's gone through quite a few renovations. But yeah, Milford Cinema's still here. So if you live in Milford, you can just come to this cinema here and watch a movie. I watched Star Wars 1976 right here. This is where I saw it when it first came out. My first movie, I think, was like Herbie the Love Bug or Benji or something. I saw that here too back in the 70s. So still here. And then Breen's IGA. It's not Breen's anymore, but it's still a grocery store right there. And then, you know, they got a laundromat and Domino's and stuff in there. And then right up here at the top of the hill, there used to be a cement factory right over there. Milford Cement used to be right there. And then these apartments have been there as long as I can remember. So, but yeah, right up here at the top of the hill was a cement place, but now it's all condominiums and houses and stuff. And we used to ride our motorcycles and mini bikes back there too. It used to just be trails, but that's all gone. And then the subdivision right back there behind Milford Cinema. I had some good friends that lived in there, and that's where my wife actually grew up, right in there, in that subdivision right there. My good friend Rob Wren, I believe that might have been his house right there, right behind the Milford Cinema. Hey Rob, if you're watching this. So we got a few more things to check out before I wrap this video up. I hope you're enjoying our little back in time tour of Milford. All right, about ready to wrap up this little tour of Milford. I'm here in St. Mary's Cemetery, which is just up down the road a little ways from the Milford Cinema and the top of Summit Hill here. We used to get our coaster go-karts and go down Summit Hill there, right by that big water tower. And on a sad note, I had a good friend of mine when I was like 16 in 10th grade, David Cohn and his sister Jennifer Cohn. They died in a fire right across the street from the house I lived at on Hickory Street. And they're actually buried right here in this cemetery. So I think I'm gonna go pay them a visit real quick. But that was a sad time a long time ago. And so rest in peace, Dave and Jennifer. So we got a few more things we'll probably check out before this video is completely done, but I hope you're enjoying this little tour of Milford. Yeah, and we used to actually ride our motorcycles and mini bikes back there too, and we used to play in the woods, and we used to have all kinds of fun back there. So this is Milford High School that we're gonna go check out. Probably the last stop on our tour. So as you can see, let's pull over here for a minute. Milford High School entryway here, and then goes down the famous boulevard. But we got a little shopping complex here. It's been there a while, and then there's one on that side too. But let's go down the boulevard. So they got administration building over there, and I think that's elementary school, Heritage Elementary School. That wasn't there when I went to high school in the 80s. But here is the front of Milford High School. It has changed since I went here in the 80s, but you know, that was 35 years ago. So let's get out here. Alright, so this is Milford High School, and it's not here, and I didn't expect it would be, but there used to be a big oak tree right here that all the kids that used to smoke. I got cars coming, I gotta move my car. Alright, I moved my car. So this is, like I said, the front entrance of Milford High School, and there used to be a big oak tree right there that all the kids that smoked used to go out to the tree and smoke. And then that was a big empty field that we used to cross and go to the A&W and get lunch. So if you ever did that, put a comment down below if you ever went over to the A&W or went out to the tree to get a cigarette. And then the student parking was over there. And they've added on to the school. I believe it has a pool and everything now too, so probably doesn't even look like the same school inside. And then, like I said, there's a elementary school there now. So it's definitely changed a lot. I think where the cafeteria used to be, maybe right there was the cafeteria. I'm not sure. But then there's the boulevard, of course, going back out. So if you went to Milford High School, put the year you graduated in the comments below. I graduated in 1984, so I was definitely an 80s teenager. All right, I'm near the back by the football field. There's the football field for, at the time it was Milford Redskin. I guess now they're Milford Mavericks. They changed the name for politically correct reasons, I guess, but we won't go there. So Milford Maverick Stadium right there. Had some fun going to some football games there. And there is the Milford High School, the back. This was the student parking lot. It's quite a bit bigger now, and even the school is quite a bit bigger. I don't remember it. I don't think it was near that big when I went here. But the gates to the football have really upgraded. They've changed those quite a bit. We just used to have some little wooden shack right there. I think that might have been it. I'm not 100% sure. Anyone who spent more time out here on the football field, I ran track like in 9th grade, and that was it. So let me get a little view here over the fence. And then there used to be a wall right here. There's a big wall that, you know, they could play racquetball against and stuff, but most of the time it was just used for graffiti. Every year the seniors would graffiti the wall, but kids got hurt and stuff, you know, painting on the wall, and it was just becoming an eyesore, so they tore it down. But the wall used to be like right here in this area. So there's the old football. There's the bus garage. That looks the same to me. Bus garage there. They got some other buildings over there. I'm not sure what that is. All right, so that about wraps up our tour of Milford. I went to most of the places that I went to as a kid. To the dams and the arch and where I used to live. So I hope you enjoyed the whirlwind tour of Milford and a little trip down memory lane. So I'm Randall Lang. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon.